Ready to manifest the money, business, and life of your dreams? Do you wish you had more ease and flow in your business, your finances, your relationships, and everything else? There's a way to manifest simply, easily, and effectively without exhaustion, and I'm here to show you how. Hey there, I'm Elise McDowell, money mindset mentor and seven-figure CEO. And in this podcast, I will teach you how to reshape your money mindset, manifest consistent money, increase your business sales, transform your self-concept, and create the life of your dreams through the power of your mind. I'm here to help you go all in on you so you can go big in everything you're here to do. Let's get into the show. Hey, beautiful people. Welcome back to another episode of Girls That Manifest. We are in 2026. Holy heck, where has the time gone? Where have the years gone? It has been, I feel like everything is just speeding up and it's getting kind of crazy. So since we're here in a brand new year, in the first month of the year, January, I like to do a thing at the start of the year where I set my goals, I guess you could say, for the year. Now, over the years, it's gotten much more simplified. I tend to just pick a word to lead myself through the whole year instead of different goals, different resolutions. Like I ultimately know what I want, but I feel that often resolutions can restrict us, or we can kind of set ourselves up to fail often when we set resolutions, because if we're setting it right on January 1st, then there's a part of us that isn't quite committed to it yet because we had to wait till the beginning of the year to be motivated to do it. That's always kind of been a bit crazy to me. For me, I will only have resolutions if it's something that's already in motion. So for instance, like last year, I really got into fitness and started working out and started doing lots of different types of exercises to find out which ones I like the most. And now this year, based on everything that I did, it was almost like a research period. I now know what I love doing, and so that's what I'm focusing on this year. But I haven't set any goals for it because it's already in motion, right? So for me, I like to keep it simple, clean, and I like to focus on a particular word to kind of guide me through the year. And often what I find is that it makes it so much easier to stay on track, to live in alignment with how I want to be or what I want to do or what my particular word means to me. So for instance, last year, my word, to be honest, I forgot the word that I chose initially, but I'm pretty sure around Feb, it became friendship. And it was all because there was one night in Jan where I was going for like a nightly bike ride around my village that I was living in. And I remember biking past this restaurant and they were holding a quiz night. And I just happened to pass, I think, when it was finishing up and everyone was cheering. And I remember looking in there and thinking, man, I would love to be able to go to this quiz night with friends, but I don't know anyone here yet. I really, really wish I could. And so from that point, I decided my word was friendship. And literally within a week or within 2 weeks, I was at that quiz night with a bunch of new people who I didn't know the week before attending this quiz night. And then if you have been following me, if you watch my Instagram stories, you know that I now have a regular group where all of us go to quiz night every week. And we have so much fun, and we've won quite a few times, or we've come second, or we've come second to last, because there's a prize for coming second to last. And I've made some amazing friendships through just this one little choice of a word and a focus for that year. When I went to speed dating, I made some friends there. When I started doing yoga, I made some amazing friends there. And in particular, a group of girls who I often meet up and hang out with, and we go to different yoga events, which is really, really fun. So I feel like I slayed. I really slayed at that particular word for the year. And I feel like it has benefited me in so many ways. Like I think I've said this before, it made me a better socializer. It made me better at conversation. It made me more confident when meeting new people. I'm now confident in groups. And I know how to make an effort in a group. Like I remember I used to be quite introverted and I would feel a bit awkward in groups. Now I don't. So yeah, I slayed. I slayed. I really mastered my year and I feel so accomplished at the end of 2025, knowing that I really lived in alignment with my chosen word for the year. So now, moving into 2026, I am ready to choose my word for the year. Now, it's taken some time. I was initially thinking about it at the end of last year, and I was even talking to friends about this on New Year's, that I was thinking maybe my word is around lightness. Like I would like to feel light, which now that I think about it, I kind of already have been doing this, like basing how I want to feel and letting that lead me in a lot of ways. And lightness is very much the way that I want to feel. And I definitely get that from the different exercises that I love doing. So for me, I was like, I want that word, but it doesn't feel like the right word. Like I feel like I can easily live in alignment with that anyway, regardless of whether it's my word or not. Because that's my own internal compass, I guess you could say, that leads me in how I want to feel in life. And if that's something that you find would be a great starter for you for picking your own word, decide how you want to feel this year and then lead your life based on that. You know, go into different situations and ask yourself, do I feel this particular way? Do I feel the way I want to feel as I'm doing this? And very quickly, you'll be able to feel yourself living in alignment with that. But because that felt too easy for me, I was like, no, it's got to be something else. I know what it is I want. I just can't articulate it yet. I haven't found the right word. Well, about 2 weeks ago, I found the word. And it is a big word. It may bring up different ideas for you on what that means to you. But my word for 2026 is dominion. Meaning that I want dominion over my life. And for me, what that looks like is ultimately mastery of self in the specific areas that I want to master this year, right? And the backstory on why I've chosen dominion to be my word was last year, some of you may know this, depending on like which offers you're in, I spent a huge amount of time really just taking a step back, enjoying my life, but also really applying the law of assumption, if you don't know what I mean, which is what this podcast is about. Really applying the law, like walking my talk, practicing what I preach, putting my money where my mouth is. I already know that the law is real, but I really wanted to witness how big it actually is, how real it is, how we truly are the cause of everything in our lives. And I fucking did it. I did it. I manifested things that there was no way I should have, no way it was meant to. There's just no way. And I did nothing to manifest them, right? I did nothing in the 3D. I took no action. And I watched bit by bit, day by day, week by week, as these things conformed to my chosen reality, my chosen outcome, my chosen desired result of what I wanted them to be. I watched my fucking reality conform to show exactly what I wanted. And it blew my mind. It blew my mind. And I will be telling you more about this throughout the year. But seeing these things happen and witnessing them without interfering, without trying to manipulate the 3D, literally taking my hands off the whole fucking process, I saw clearly how we are the cause of everything. We are the creators of our lives. We are the gods of our reality. We are the ones calling all of the shots. We're playing all of the parts. We decide how everything goes. And so, as I witnessed all of these things happening in certain areas in my life and was literally blowing myself away with, and kind of creeping myself out in a little bit. Like, there were little moments where I was like, holy fuck, this is real. This is like real. Like, I knew it was real, but like, this is real. I cannot unlearn this now. I cannot unsee this. I cannot unknow this anymore. The law is fucking real. And now that I have seen this and seen what applying this focus and applying this discipline and persistence and brazen impudence to these areas, now that I've seen it, I know that in the other areas of my life where maybe it's not exactly the way that I want it to be, or it's just like a little bit kind of run on autopilot, and I'm like, I would like to tweak this up. I'd like to clean this up. Or there's like an area where I'm just like, no, I'm not happy with this at all. I want this to change to look like this instead. This is what I want dominion over. Because now that I've seen what my focus and what my persistence in, like just brazen impudence in what I actually want, and not allowing my doubts or my fears or the fact that it's so fucking impossible, there's no way it could happen, get in the way. Like literally just being like, nope, this is happening. Nope, I get this. Nope, this is what I want. So this is true. I now see that I can master every area of my life because I am the God of my reality. Right? And so for this year, there's a couple of areas that I want to clean up and tweak and have dominion over, because I know that I can. I know after seeing myself apply this to those other areas, I know that I can, and I know that I will. This doesn't mean all areas, but it's just a couple of particular areas in my life that I really want to see completely radically changed. And I don't want to do a thing physically to do any of it, because I now know I don't have to. I don't have to do anything physically if I don't want to. I don't have to take any fucking action. How freeing that is to know. I don't have to take any action. The whole fucking world can conform to me if I decide and persist in the chosen reality that I've picked for myself. It can conform to me. And when you start doing this for yourself, you're gonna be absolutely blown away. But at the same time, you're gonna be like, oh my God, it's real. Holy shit, it's true. Oh my God, what do I do now? Oh my God, I am God. I am the creator. Oh wow. Now I see how I created everything in my reality. All the wanted outcomes and the unwanted outcomes. I created it all. And in fact, I talked about this in my Instagram post where I shared like 6 of the most important lessons that I learned in 2025. And my final lesson, I guess you could say, is that we're the cause of everything. I realized we're the cause of it all. And I said that I couldn't see how I was responsible for everything in my life. I was like, no, but there's no way that I'm responsible for it all because some things just happen. But I was still looking to people and circumstances to prove it wrong. I was still trying to find no, there's proof that I'm not fully responsible for it all. But I do see it now. I see it so clearly after what I have witnessed, just applying the law and being so completely dedicated and disciplined in the law last year. I am the only cause of all the fortune and misfortune, the wanted and the unwanted, the success and failure in my life, all of it. If I believe nothing goes my way and I'm treated poorly, I create that through persistence in that assumption. If I believe I am lucky and always come out a winner, I also create that through assumption. There are no secondary causes. There's nothing else affecting my life. It's just me and my chosen assumptions, my chosen thoughts, my chosen feelings, and what I persist in about those specific things in the specific areas of my life. There's no external force. There is no universe deciding for me. There's nothing outside of me. There is no destiny. There's no meant to be or not meant to be. There is only my decision and who I am being in any given moment and the life that that decision produces. That's it. That's it. And that's what all of my experimenting and testing and proving to myself last year did. It showed me I'm the master of my fate. I'm the creator of my reality, all of it. And so that is why my word is dominion. Now, do you want to choose your own word for the year? Perhaps you're not a resolution kind of person, or you don't want to pick any goals. One of my friends said she's doing her resolutions based on a bingo card style, which I really loved. But maybe you just want to keep it simple. You just want to lead yourself based on a particular word. If that sounds like you, then I highly recommend you following through on what I like to do. And I recommend either picking a word based on how you want to feel this year. So like for the example I gave earlier where I was considering choosing the word lightness, you could lead yourself like that. And I actually find that a really easy way to start off with picking your word of the year, is you just pick how you want to feel. Or you can pick a specific quality or specific trait or a specific standard, which I feel is what my word is this year, to hold yourself up to or hold yourself at. Doesn't matter where you are. You just pick the word that you feel is the standard you want to live and lead in from now on, right? It's as simple as that. And once you choose that word, you don't have to write any lists about how you're going to lead your life now. You don't have to set any goals. You don't have to plan anything. It's literally just checking in with yourself and asking, is this the way that I want to feel? Does doing this particular action or going to this particular place or a meeting with that particular person, does it make me feel this way? If it doesn't, you can ask yourself, well, what would help me get into feeling that way? Or what do I need to do in order to feel that way? And it might be, maybe I won't go to that place. Maybe I won't see that person. Or maybe I will have this conversation with this person instead. Or maybe I'll see them in this dynamic instead. Or maybe I will do this particular action instead, or go to this place instead, right? Allow yourself to be led truly by how you want to feel. Or if it comes to a particular quality or standard based on the word that you've chosen, you can ask yourself things like, is this the standard that I have set for myself? Is this holding me to that standard? Is this the actual outcome that I want? Is this the type of assumption that I want to have about this particular area? And I'm basing this on my word that I've chosen for the year, but like, is this who I want to be? Is this the action that this version of me would take? Is this the thought that this version of me would have? Is this the standard that this version of me would hold? See how it becomes quite easy when you just base it on a particular feeling or a particular quality or a particular standard, right? It becomes so much easier, but your life will radically change if you follow through on it, right? I feel like picking a word of the year, you can't really fail. As long as you hold yourself to it and you lead yourself by it, it's just one word, but it can change the whole trajectory of your life based on the actions you take, the thoughts you think, the people you interact with, the environments you're in, if you just lead yourself by your word. So I will leave you with that. I hope that you enjoyed this episode, this quick episode, getting back into 2026. I have a lot of free resources for you if you haven't yet checked them out. I highly recommend you to go to the link in the show notes below and sign up for my free abundance vault. And if you want to set your year up really well, I have a few really awesome little challenges and courses that you can take that are on sale right now. Head to the link in the description box below to get the discount on those while they are still on sale. And I will catch you in the next episode.